Hey guys, Jeff here from Films at Home. It's been a little while since I did a Blu-ray and 4K collection update video. I've done a few reviews lately. I showed off the movie room, so definitely check out my recent videos if you want some of that stuff. But what I haven't done in a little while is gone through any of the recent pickups that I've made. A few of these I did review, so you'll probably have already seen the packaging and you know about the quality, so I'll run through those ones quickly. But a few of these I haven't shown off yet. They're new within the last couple of weeks. I want to talk about the video quality, audio quality, let you know how the movies were, and then just whether it's worth a pickup or not. So I've got about 7 or 8 here. Pretty quick update video, but some really cool stuff, so stay tuned. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So first up here, let's dive into It and Blade Runner 4K versions. Obviously these came out within the last couple of weeks. I reviewed each of them, so definitely look for those on my channel. Did a 4K review of Blade Runner, 4K review of It. They're both great quality, great movies, 2 of my favorite movies from 2017, and both of the 4K transfers were incredible. So again, if you haven't picked these guys up yet, Blade Runner just came out. It came out a couple weeks back. You got to go find these. Definitely worth it. You got to have them in your collection, especially if you're a 4K collector. Next up here, we got a movie from RLJE Entertainment. They do a lot of kind of indie movies, indie horror stuff. You've probably heard of some of their movies, but this was a big one that came out for them recently, and they their first 4K release. It's Brawl and Cellblock 99 with Vince Vaughn. Also stars Jennifer Carpenter, who you might probably know from Dexter. It's a really cool kind of throwback movie to those kind of exploitation movies of the 70s or 80s. You know what I'm talking about, where the guy's he's in prison and he's got to fight his way through it. And it's a really, really cool movie. One of the best action films I've seen in a while. Vince Vaughn is on kind of a roll right now, honestly, between this and Hacksaw Ridge last year. He's taken on some dramatic roles, and it's really kind of turned his career around. People are kind of taking a new look at Vince Vaughn, and this is a great example of it. He does an excellent job in this movie. The 4K is really good. I wouldn't say it's one of the best, but for a first effort for a company like RLJE that hasn't done a 4K release before, this is a really, really good first effort here. Although it doesn't come with Dolby Atmos, which is kind of unfortunate that it comes with just a DTS HD 5.1. But again, being nitpicky, it's a really nice release. It's a really cool movie. It's a throwback. If you like that kind of thing, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Next up here, this came in from Universal just recently for review. This is Thank You for Your Service on Blu-ray. No 4K release for this. It's from the writer of American Sniper. So if you liked American Sniper and that kind of really patriotic American story, this is right along those lines. Miles Teller's really good in it. I mean, if you're a veteran, this probably hits pretty close to home. There are some really kind of dramatic themes here that would really, I think they'd connect with you a little more if you had gone through some of the things that Miles Teller's character goes through in this movie. But not having been a veteran myself, it's still really a kind of sombering movie. It's a very interesting look at the way we deal with veterans in America and how they deal with coming home, and it's a very cool movie. If you're a veteran, it might hit a little too close to home, so I would just check on that before you watch it. But really, really good, powerful movie. Pretty good cast, and it didn't get a whole lot of attention, but I do recommend it if you can find this for, you know, $5-10 at some point, or you can find it on Netflix eventually or on demand. Great one to check out. The Blu-ray is pretty solid, but again, it's not the type of movie that blows you away that you have to have a Blu-ray for. So like if you did find it streaming somewhere, that would probably be fine. But pretty cool movie, definitely powerful movie. Next up from Universal as well, small indie movie called Brad's Status. Now, the cast is pretty good. You're talking Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Michael Sheen, Jenna Fisher, who's Pam on The Office. Pretty good cast, but the movie didn't get a lot of attention. So why? The movie's just okay. It's kind of a typical story here. Ben Stiller, he takes his son off to college tours and kind of is middle-aged man. He's losing himself. He goes on the college tours, tries to like find himself again. It's one of those stories, so really nothing special. There's nothing special to be said about the Blu-ray. I can't recommend this for a pickup. I just don't think it's really worth adding to your collection. If you can find it on Netflix and you're interested in that kind of movie, it's not a bad way to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, but it's nothing special. You can probably skip this one from Universal. Here's another one from Universal, and this is Happy Death Day. So this is produced by Blumhouse. They're the guys who did Insidious, The Purge, the Paranormal Activity series is how they got started. They make all these really kind of low-budget horror movies that do really well at the box office. That's their whole business model. Spend $2 million to make The Purge, and it makes $100 million, you're rich. So they keep doing that, and Happy Death Day is another example of that. It's a PG-13 horror movie, clearly targeted at, you know, like the 18 to 24 demographic. It's for a younger crowd, but it's an interesting spin on like the Groundhog Day dilemma, where you wake up and you relive the same day over and over again, except in this, you're getting killed at the end of that day. And until you find out who your killer is, it's going to keep repeating itself. And so every day you're getting murdered by this killer until you figure out who it is. So it's actually a really interesting spin. I really liked this. I thought the Blu-ray was solid. So if you're into horror movies, I think it's a no-brainer to grab this. A lot of people on Instagram, when I posted this, I got it a couple weeks early, were really excited. They couldn't wait to get their hands on it. It did pretty well in the theaters. Got actually some like half-decent reviews from some people, which, you know, horror movies really struggle with sometimes. So it's an interesting concept. Great horror movie. It's definitely one you should pick up if you haven't already. Go find this. Definitely a cool slipcover too. It's all embossed. It has like a cake on it. The edges are all well done. I mean, they did a nice job with the package and everything. And there's even an alternate ending on here. There's deleted scenes. So if you didn't like the original ending in theaters, you got an alternate ending, which is actually pretty cool. So check that out if you pick up the Blu-ray. But I do recommend it. Very interesting, cool horror concept that I really liked. Last up here, this was a personal purchase. Nobody sent me this for review. This is Rawhead Rex from Kino Lorber. Has a nice slipcase. Really kind of cool artwork on the inside. Great artwork on the front. Kino always does a nice job with restoration. So this is actually a 4K digital restoration from the original camera elements. So it's as good as this movie's ever looked. It's a Clive Barker film, kind of a classic cult movie. It's from the mid-'80s, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you collect horror movies, it's a no-brainer to get a package like this, loaded with special features, audio commentaries, the best restoration that's ever been done on this movie, and a really cool lot of interviews. Surround sound's been upgraded to 5.1. I mean, there's tons of stuff on this release. So if you're into horror, this is a no-brainer. I found this on Amazon on a lightning deal, actually. It was only $13 or $14, which I think is around the right price point for this. If you can find this for $15, I would snag it. I don't know if it's limited edition. Sometimes Kino, you know, they get the rights to something for a year, then they lose the rights, and so their version goes out of print, things like that. You never know what you're going to get with smaller studios. So if you like a release like this, you got to go grab it. If you can find it on Amazon for 15 bucks, I say you pull the trigger. It's really, really well done. The movie's never looked this good. I mean, it's not a movie that would ever get this much care from a normal studio. Maybe Scream Factory would do it, but Kino did a great job with the 4K restoration. They're just experts at it. And so I definitely recommend picking this one up. So guys, that's about it for today's video. I did something different today. I've got a new tripod, new lighting system. Tried to kind of switch up the feel of the video. So let me know if it improved it for you. I know it's tough with the lighting sometimes. I'm just starting out, trying to figure this stuff out, but I finally got some equipment. So I'm excited to see what you guys think about that. If you liked these videos, always leave me a like. It helps shoot us to the top of YouTube, gets us a lot of views, and really builds up the community. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. YouTube made some changes lately where if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, then basically you can't monetize your videos. Now, I'm not going to run ads all over my videos, but it would be nice to make a couple bucks here and there to buy more equipment, make better videos, buy cool stuff for the room so that I can show it off. You know what I mean? Make a couple bucks on the side. I know I'm not going to be a millionaire off this stuff, but it's just something I enjoy doing. And if I can make a couple dollars to buy some new video equipment, then I'm all for it. So let's get us to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 650, which is incredible in only 3 months. Not many people even get that big. So thank you for all the support. But tell your friends, tell your family. If somebody loves movies, point them to this channel. I'll be doing reviews, collection updates. I'll be doing more home theater stuff coming up. I got this new setup so I can really kind of expand what I'm doing now, and I'm really excited about it. So definitely subscribe, slam on that subscribe button. And also, if you haven't already, find me on Instagram. That's another place that I post a lot of great content, kind of give you a sneak peek into maybe what's coming next in videos. Like I said, I posted Happy Death Day a week ago when I got it. And so people got an inside look at that before this video if you followed me on Instagram. So you can click the link down in the description. That's to my Instagram page. It's films_at_home. So find me there, say hello, send me a message. I always get back to people. If you have any questions about movies or buying or setting up your 4K, like ask me anything. I'm happy to help out. So I'm just really looking forward to hopefully growing this channel a little bit more, growing that Instagram following, and really connecting with some more cool people like I already have. So thanks for watching, guys. That's my Blu-ray collection update video for today. Until next time, Jeff here, signing off.